Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing a look on this last minute prom look. Honestly, I never went to prom, but I just thought it would be so fun to do a look for my prom girls. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching. I'll see you in a bit. Okay you guys, so I just did my eyebrows off camera. The next thing I'm gonna be doing is taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel, and I'm going to be running that through my eyebrows. Okay, so I already carved out my eyebrows, and now I'm just going to set my eyelids using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pod and this little flat brush. So I'm just going to apply it with the brush, and then I'm going to rub it out with my finger. My index finger, and this is gonna help us have a seamless blend, a nice base to start out with when we move on to eyeshadow. Okay, and so that's what our eyes are gonna look like. So next thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking Kat Von D's Shade and Light Contour palette in the shade Lucid, and I'm just going to set my eyes with it using my e.l.f. small tapered brush. Setting your eye base helps with a smoother transition. Next thing I'm going to do is take this rich, warm brown kind of camel color from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette with Morphe, and I'm going to just use that in my crease. And I'm going to be taking the Morphe E13 brush, and I'm just going to use that to spread that all over my lid. My crease. Next thing I'm going to do is take the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette, and I'm going to be using this shade in the crease as well. I'm going to start out with a very light amount because it could go south very easily. Then I'm just going to get my Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that out so that the colors kind of transition into each other for our next color. Aphrodite from the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette, and I'm going to pop that in the very, very outer corners of my lids to deepen it up a little bit. The final color I'm going to use on my outer lid is this really intense black shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette, and I'm just going to be literally popping that on as far into the outer corner as possible. And I'm just really going to be packing that on. And blending it out. And that's where we are at so far. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pod and the same brush I used to clean up the bottom of my eyebrows, which is just this small flat shader brush, and I'm going to be doing a half cut crease since this year one of the biggest trends is cut creases and half cut creases. I figured that's what we'll do. It's super simple, super quick, so I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. So the easiest thing for me to do is just look down and hold my mirror below my eyes. So I'll just show you from far away. So I have my mirror and my brush, and I just hold it below, and I just follow the inner socket of my crease and just pull all of that color in. So now we have a really nice cut crease, and then that's where we're at right now. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. It's not always perfect on the first try, so it's okay to go back over it a few times to get it in the most perfectly straight line you could get it in. So it's not perfect, but this is what I have so far. And then I'm just gonna take white shade right here from the Shade and Light eye palette, and I'm just gonna use that to set my eyes using this little fluffy brush. Then I'll take that brush with no excess product, just the black that's still on it, and blend out the edges a little bit more. Next thing I'm going to do is take Artemis from Manny Mue Makeup Geek palette, and I'm going to just put that all over my lid. So I'm just going to smudge that onto both sides of my brush. Take that same Mario Badescu spray I used to prime my face, and I'm going to spray both sides of the brush. And I'm just going to press and pull. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm gonna go back in that with that red shade from the Makeup Geek palette, and I'm gonna blend a little bit more over the black in between the black and the shimmer. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a makeup wipe and clean underneath my eyes. And that's what that looks like so far. Okay, so the next I'm going to take my black Inglot Gel 77 liner and an angled eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to do top eyeliner. That's how that looks. Now I'm taking just a regular pair of eyelash curlers, and I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes. Next thing I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Mascara. This is the best mascara I've ever used from the drugstore. It's definitely my favorite. I don't know, the bristles are just like amazing. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just gonna take that and coat my lashes a few times with this mascara. You could either leave it here or apply lashes now. I feel like I'm the kind of girl that is always gonna apply lashes, so I'm just gonna go grab my lashes. In the style Starlet. For the glue, I'm going to be using my favorite House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. It's just a little 3mm like sample size, but it's just this little black like eyelash glue. It's my favorite because it will literally last you like all night and the next day if you wanted. And it's like one of the best eyelash glues I've ever used in my life, so I always stick to this one. So that's how that one looks. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Illuminating Highlighter on all the high points of my face. And since it is the prom look we're going for, we want to look super dewy. My Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and Next, I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Fluid foundation in the shade NC20, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my face. Using the Morphe M439 to just buff that out and apply it. Make sure for this we blend all the way down our neck and chest if we're going to be wearing a dress that's like open back or that's more revealing, so that way our foundation matches our body. Next thing, I'm going to be taking my Prolong Wear Concealer in the shade NW20, and I'm just going to be applying that in all the high points of my face. Pretty much the same points that I applied the illuminator. So under the eyes, definitely. I like a really bright under eye for like those special events, or just in general. I love a really highlighted under eye. And down the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to be just taking that beauty sponge and blending everything out. Now that we have our concealer on, I'm going to go ahead and take the same Kat Von D shade in the Shade and Light eye palette and just set my under eyes. Eyes using the Morphe M438 brush. Next, using my Ulta Contour Highlighting Palette, I'm going to be taking these two shades using a Morphe M527 and a M530 brush. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade right here and get that all on my brush, and I'm just gonna bronze up the perimeter of my face. Bringing that into my hairline and down the sides of my cheek. My jawline as well, just for that slimming look. I'm going to be taking that M530 and the darker shade in the palette, and I'm just going to carve out my cheeks. So now time for my favorite part. I'm going to be taking my Morphe M310 brush and that same Mario Badescu rose water, and I'm spraying my brush for the highlight. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Mani Eclipse highlight, and it looks like this. And let's see how this goes. Oh. Okay. Such a pretty nice glow. Pretty glow. It's like super pretty. And then I'm just going to be spraying my rose water. Okay, so next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my Milani Luminoso Baked Blush in the number 5, also called Luminoso, and just this angled blush brush, and it's gonna just give me like a really subtle sheen, pinky toned look. Thing I'm gonna do is my under eyes. I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible Never Fail eyeliner. It's just like a eyeliner twist up pencil, and I'm just gonna apply it to the bottom waterline as well as the top. I feel like their eyeliner isn't as black as it used to be. Like when I was in middle school, I used to wear this eyeliner and it was so black. I would look like a raccoon or something wearing it. It was so much like blacker. Next, I'm gonna be taking that deep brown shade in the palette, and I'm gonna be just blending it underneath my eye to blend that black out. In the palette right here, and I'm gonna blend that under my eye as well. Kind of doing this little circular motion to bring it up into the top. Now I'm taking this shade right here in the palette and I'm going to be blending that underneath. So it matches the top little transition. Don't be afraid to smoke out your bottom lash line too, by the way. It looks so beautiful and it just makes it look so seamless and effortless. Okay, you guys. And that is the finished eye look. Okay, so for lips, since we're talking about the prom, I would just stick to a nude lip. You're gonna be dancing, having fun, sweating, maybe, and you're not gonna wanna be taking time to go do touch-ups on your makeup, so you're just gonna wanna wear whatever's matte, whatever you know your skin works with, and whatever is gonna last. Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita and the Dose of Color shade Sand. Okay, so that's where my lips are at, which is Lolita. You can stop here, but I love a nice ombre lip, so just take your ring finger or index finger and just blend that out. And then that's where it's at with this Dose of Color Sand. And if you want to take it one step further, which I always do, I always take my Buxom lip gloss in the shade Celeste and I just put that over top. And that's the final look, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really simple, quick prom look that is very last minute. And if you'd like to see any other type of videos, just go ahead and comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.